Good morning, my name is Alan Aguirre Gutierrez and I'm going to make the presentation for our last homework in this semester. We are supposed to talk about the subject that we most like of all our homeworks, and I choose the American inventation. So let's start. Through history there have been lots of people that try to change the world, and they try to make things easier for all of us. They try to make humans evolve and change the way we make the different things. So we are going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about 4 inventations that I think are the most important in all of the human history, and I'm going to talk about these 3 persons who are the ones that invents the different things I'm going to talk about. Well, first I'm going to talk about the telephone. It was invented in 1873. The inventor name was Alexander Graham Bell. It was his biggest invention. He made a lot of inventions, but he is considered to be the one that is most important from him. And the invention of the telephone changed the way we communicate. Before this, people used to use the telegraph or even the mail that lasts long to get to its destination, but the phone changed all that, because in a few minutes you could communicate with different people from different points in the world. Our next invention is the light bulb. It was invented in 1882 by Thomas Alva Edison. He was a dedicated inventor, so he had a lot of other inventations like the batteries and the microphone, but the light bulb was the one that he was most famous for. This inventation changed the way we do things today, because prior to this people used torches to light in the night, but after the bulb we could make a lot of things in the night that previous to this it wasn't possible. So this extend our span of making and even working through the history. My third choice was the FM radio. It was invented in 1933 by Edwin Armstrong. It's important to say that he was not an inventor. He got to this by, we could say, by surprise. He was making some experiments because he was an engineer, and during these experiments he detected the frequency modulate waves that prior they transform it into what is the FM radio now. Like the telephone, I think this is one of the biggest inventations because it changed the way we receive the news. Prior to this, people used to read news in the newspaper, that it was a slow communication media. But after the radio, we could have more stations in the radio, because previous it was only the AM radio, that it was sometimes light, but with the FM radio we had many stations to hear. And also I think that this was the most important thing, not listening music in the radio, but the way we communicate also the news that was happening around the world. And for last, I choose the microwave. It was invented in 1945 by Percy LeBaron. He did not invent the microwave, the apparatus like we know it. He discovered the microwaves that after that they were used to make the microwave, but he did not do the apparatus in this way. In the importance of this inventation, I think it changed the way we eat. Now we can only have some cold food, put it in the microwave, in 2 or 3 minutes we can eat. Previous we had to cook, and it took a lot of time. So now we can make even fast food and dedicate the time that it was previous trying to cook to other things, other important things. Well, all the inventations helps to get the way we have today. They are something important because they change the way we work. There's still new inventations in the way. People is always thinking about our needs and try to solve problems like we see here, and that's the base for new inventations. And also it is in the human nature. The human is always trying to make something new and to evolve. Without this great inventation, we would have not advanced as a society as we know it today. We need to keep thinking about our needs, to keep inventing new things, and it all depends on what we want and where we want to go in the future. It's important to think that what are we going to do now. I think the most important inventations nowadays are about the energy. Try to get clean energy, and we have seen lots of things like water, fuel motors, electric cars, the eolic energy, and everything. I think nowadays that is the most important thing is focusing on clean energy, and also the other thing is about the food, because we are growing very fast and we are many people in the world, and eventually we will have some problem with the food. So other inventations are going that way. We can continue to grow as a society if we keep looking forward. We are going to try to solve these problems, and after that maybe we are going to focus on other things. And well, about the presentation, that's all. Thank you.